What? 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 Huh. Uh, hello, Yagami. Wait, is this thing on? It is on, right? Goddamn. I autopilot some of the button pushes, and I mentally do not register if I'm on stream or not. Oh, nice. How nice. Splendid. Yeah. Trying to go for something low cortisol, but I do need a reference. Ho ho ho. Anyways, today is about rendering the piece that we barely see on the right side here. I came back to this today just now, and it looks all right. I think this is a goal. That's my pen. Oh. This is just a render thing now. Since the lines are done, the color rough is done. All I have to do is come in for each layer. We're just gonna pick colors and we're gonna paint. Any final color adjustments will be done at the end. Hopefully we paint it in a way where, well, I mean, we are just gonna do that, where the final adjustments will not be a problem or something. I don't know why it would be a problem, perhaps, but I'm just gonna do a random sketch. Yes. I am warming up while warming myself up with a space heater. About like 10 centimeters to my right. Dang, I absolutely do not feel like drawing today. Holy shit, this is a lot harder than I thought. authorize that too. The easiest way for me is to just copy someone else's stuff, like a study. But I say copy because you just kind of not do anything with your head. You just copy shapes, not worry about it if you understand it or remember it. It's to trick yourself into believing that you've already been doing it for a while. And therefore it shouldn't be harder to continue. Lighting yourself on fire also works, I suppose. Cats and dogs. Morning precise. What? Yeah, I need a indicator, like the fear and greed index for like the markets, but instead it's like how high the cortisol is for art today. And then we do sentiment analysis and collection for the chat, and then for myself on the subtitles, and be like, oh shit, yeah, this guy said, isn't art fun today? Sarcastically 10 times today. Today is high cortisol. What are we gonna do with this information? I have clowns appear on the screen or something. What am I on about? Holy shit. I'm just listening to Avicii here. While you guys are on that good Mimi. Avicii. Indeed. I think it's Avicii anyways. Could be wrong though. It's been a while. I should stop listening to music for a while. Like, if I do that and then I come back to it, I get a little bit more inspired. Because my brain is a bit less adapted to the other rhythms and stuff. Target is failing. Oh, yes, thank you. Yeah, so many things are gated behind this. Today is one of those days where I sigh a lot, non-stop. It happens when I don't sleep properly and I don't feel like I'm breathing properly. It feels like I'm not breathing. Like you feel like so out of air all the time. And you take a deep breath, and then you let it out. And you feel okay for a little bit. Primarily a stress indicator, I would say. Yeah. Locked in and you're not really... It's like breathing is gonna break something, you know, like, and then you kind of stop breathing subconsciously. But if I don't sleep, it's more... I think it's more physiological rather than psychological. It just feels like you're not moving or your lungs physically. Animu. Don't have anything. Let's give her a dress and then I can go color. Polar. Alright, that's enough space heating for me for now. Let's turn off my space heater. Why is the year pinging me? I don't know. Let's just leave it. Is it lower than this? Makeup. How does this dress work? Flowers. Pretty simple. Oh, that's nice. And I don't need the arms. I need to render this. Oh, the irony of the thing just blocking everything. I'm just gonna do it anyways. Oh wait, in that case. Good old Todd Howard. I don't really like it. It's alright. Yeah. All this junk to be delayed. Necklace may or may not go in. Maybe it wouldn't go in. Lines do not get touched because it's already clean, and it's just this. So I'm just gonna paint, I think, instead of worrying too much about keeping the shapes here. I'm saying this mostly to myself, so I can tell myself to stop doing that. I'm gonna try and keep the shapes as I always do, subconsciously, just because it's hard to break it up. I'm gonna try and do it though. Oh, that wasn't Avicii, it was Martin Garrix. Goddamn. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the washroom and I come back. And then I'll start. Ah, yes, the toilet. Some of the most dangerous places on Earth. I wonder if more people die in the toilet versus died in like the bedrooms or something. So many ways to die in the toilet, you know, like slipping and falling, very often, very common. Trying to poop too hard when you're constipated and pop a blood vessel. Also not that rare, surprisingly. Bedroom, I think, would be more like I don't know, like suicide, sleeping pills. Kind of hard to die accidentally in the bedroom. Okay. Main call. Calling in. And down the line. Alright, originally we kept the shapes, right? That's because I actually bothered to keep the shapes. It's reasonable. Is that because it's already done? Or is it because... Yeah, everything is just a patience and skill issue, honestly. I'm trying to work out in my head, like, compared to the study that we did. Sorry, not even here. This one had like the bigger shapes, like the white, the part in the light versus the part in the shadow, sorted out before we went into paint over. Yeah, but it's not like it mattered, right? Because the whole point of that was to... Oh no. Wait, let me think. The paint over process involved painting the shadow part and the light part somewhat separately sometimes, because I have the two shapes, the two big shapes sorted out, so I can just select one and only stay within the boundaries of that. Currently, we don't have a very clean and edge, like a very sort of well thought out edge and shape for the light and shadow. So it means I inherently will be going across that border quite a bit. I'll be redefining that border. In the original, because that border is set, it's a bit less of a worry. I guess that's because one thing's already tied down. Whereas right now we do kind of have to think about that a little bit more, which inherently means there will be a little bit more work. Let's see. So it'd be easier for success if we find the edge first, I think. Anyways, so the more work we do, the less work we do afterwards, kind of thing. Just really stupid, but anyways. I guess it's not just that. It's not just about the amount of work, but also about the ordering in which you go about it. Doing one thing at a time would definitely be easier than doing two things at the same time. But the skin though, the skin is, I think, a lot more straightforward, so I'll start here. Paint over will include the blush as well, so we need to bring that in sometime. How strong do I want this to be though? Hello, Uni. Aloha. Aloha. Oh, the audio is over. Tsugi desu. Chugi. I don't think I need reference for now. I'm just gonna turn it off. There's definitely this thing, what's the word? Lowered reliance on rendering. Oh, sorry, on references during some stages of the rendering. It's of course very good, I hope. As long as it's not overconfident, you know. Wow. break up that shape later, I think. The eye is maybe a little bit slanted. I forgot to post the stuff I wanted to post yesterday, I just realized. I'm gonna dump it out now before I forget again. That being said, I need to... Oh, misclick. Oh. This one was the... This is the other ping. This would be this. Yeah, it's there. It's just very faint. Okay, there it is. There, it's out of my way now. Yes, Uni. The early bird gets the worm. Am I the worm? Oh my god. Looks nice. Oh, very nice. Very clean. Got some textures. Oh, okay. This is kind of pog. Big shapes. Clean edges. All around. Still some textures, some noise. Some chromatic aberration here and there. Kind of pog. Let me grab this as well. Oh wow, what am I looking at? It's like a pixel filter on the line art only or something with like some additional sharpness plus chromatic aberration. Something else. It's quite unique though, I quite like it. It's very interesting. It doesn't seem to... Is it everywhere? Like some of these edges don't seem to have it. It does have a bit though, I suppose. I wonder if it's perceivable at this area, this distance though. It is very, very, very small. Yeah, this is pretty agreeable. I kind of like it. The color definitely plays a large part, I think. These ones are kind of boring. But yes, thank you, Uni. This is definitely kind of nice. The shapes and stuff. Do they always do the pixel thing? Only that one. The only thing I don't like is this. I see this and I get really annoyed immediately. Because I seem to have some kind of a personal bias on people who might like this. Like Chiikawa. Yeah, I do not like Chiikawa at all. Yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god. What in the... I only just saw this. Explain? I don't know, Chiikawa gives me like a very whiny kind of vibe for some reason. They're like tiny and then they're like... I'm very biased, by the way. Very extremely biased. I haven't really watched enough of it to understand. I actually know that there is supposed to be some kind of pretty deep stuff going on with a lot of the storylines that I've heard, at least people talk about. But this is all complete bias because I don't know many people around me that actually likes it. I mean, like, people don't hate it like I do. I just kind of despise it. It just gives me very, very whiny, very annoying vibes. But other than that, like, I haven't really seen too much of it myself. Don't have a good sample size for people who do like it around me. So indeed. Streamer cancelled for disliking Chiikawa. It's what I think all these Chiikawa enjoyers would do. Oh. Chiikawas. What am I looking at? What's all this nonsense lines? Oh my god. It's the fail from before, I think. No, it's a deletion, rather. Yeah. I don't know what this shape looks like. So it goes this way, maybe? This looks like thereabouts. There are boots. Chiikawa clip. I'm gonna have to watch that after stream, I think. Thank you, Igami. Chiikawa. I do this or no? Mayhaps. Sus. Very sussy. Okay. Let's do clothing. What is this? Oh, shoes. If only I learned to spell. Where's too not dark? I need to get this shave in check. This is kind of annoying now. Fix it. Right? Wait, what layer is that on? What? Broski. Oh, it's the hair layer. Huh. Why does the shape match here? What's happening here? What? It's supposed to be like that? The shadow avoided this? Huh. Anyways. I don't know what happened to my layer management. Probably messed up somewhere along the 20,000 layers. Pretty normal. Right sequences. over. Yes, it is. It is kind of boring. Indeed, it is, yeah. So each area stays within its own bounds. Okay, let's not worry too much about this yet. Let's just see what I can do with this. Right, because refinement is at the same time. Oh, someone on Twitch. It's the same person that I didn't manage to catch yesterday. Whatあ、ジブさんだ。どうも。 Indeed. I don't know what to paint here. I guess I have to break up into more shapes. What does that mean? Oh my god. Hello, Dubey. Thank you, Dubey. Ada. Demons in your head. Alright, where's my chat? Hello, PG Ocean. Where is my Discord? Over here. Dubey Salies. Ho ho ho. Heavier on the lines. Simpler shape, simpler colors. Assuming this is completed. It is pinned. More watercolor. Kind of vibe. I like how the lines kind of blend in a bit more. Oh. It must be one of those where the blind art is just kind of part of the some kind of layer blending mode or airbrushed in. Some more emphasis maybe done afterwards. But then the shapes also kind of overlap though. Some of these brushes oh, textures. Oh wow, very accurate textures. Wait, what? This definitely kind of started off as like a photo. That's so insanely accurate. I don't know how... I mean, sure, if enough skill, surely you can just render this in Blender if you have to. I can't imagine it'd be too easy though. Maybe it's not as hard as I think. The first thing I thought of is maybe you can make the hands a little bit more red and blue to show that it's been holding it for a long time. Oh no, Duvey. I'm not saying they should. I'm just wondering if this came about as a like starting with a photo, or did they come out with the ideas and then figure out a way to create the textures to bash in, if you know what I mean. Like, because it being so exact kind of meant that you need to have a perfect reference here, right? So maybe the idea started with a photo with this pose and this sweater. Or they thought of the idea first and then they have to find something that works. Or create something that would go in properly. Perfectly, rather. For sure, you're not rendering that, yeah. I'm not gonna render that either. The shoulder width though. Oh my god, the shoulder width. I mean, it's the same as like girls looking at us draw female bodies. You could, but like there's a limit to how much you can do this. Like this right here is basically perfect because you need the specific shape and the specific curves to go with the shapes. You see like how the gradient, like the shadows and everything is like basically a perfect fit here. And it's not just that. I feel like it's the fibers themselves are following that very specific curvature over here. So it's not just like you warping it in, because this is 3D texture, right? Like the texture itself has got form, like very distinct sort of fibers in that grouping. I don't know what to call it, but like it wouldn't look right if you just warp it in, unless you go in and then render the shadows on every single tiny shape, which would defeat the purpose. It's just too perfect of a reference for this to not have just been like a photo. Oh, do you think that it's coming? Oh, look at the colors. Do you think they started with like a flat texture? Is that what you're saying? And then they warped it into place? Dude, what? They're swapping between like very... Oh, it's just like a transformation, I guess. This is a lot cleaner all of a sudden. Look at that. I see. Yeah, sure. I mean, we don't know for a fact which way it is. To me and my own experience, it feels like it's way too perfect of a reference for this. It's way too perfect for this. Like this specific edge along with this specific shadow and like this catching the light, it's like with the fibers kind of following that form perfectly. Right, maybe this part here is kind of more flat. This part feels I don't know. I feel like it would just be part of the same thing. Actually, what is this thing? This thing is drawn over this diamond pattern. What about this? This one is also drawn. I can see a bunch of V shapes. Wait. I can see a bunch of V shapes drawn over this. It's kind of funny. Huh. What about the black part though? Is the black part also drawn in? The black part is a lot... Oh yeah, it's got... No, but... Maybe it's got like black and white stripes already and then they're just trying to make the edges look more interesting. But oh, but these are drawn. So these must be drawn then. Then these must be drawn. That's also drawn. Anyways, though, I think it's either way. This is very aesthetic for me as well. It looks very nice. I like the blues all over the place. Maybe that one specifically, this Genshin one. This is what like I think art feels like for me. Like this is like, you know, that's like character art and then it's like that's like art. Over here is like art with all like fancy cursive writing letters and font. It's got all the colors playing against each other. It's got all this like use of like stuff in front, behind, particle textures. Everything kind of, it's everywhere. Yeah, it's got lost edges, things that kind of melt into the background. I think this is like what art is. This is art. Everybody else is doing art. This guy is doing art. Dang, I need the echo. I need a soundboard somehow. God. Yeah, front and back. What am I looking at, by the way? Is that a bird? With a transparent, like a skeletal body or something? But it looks like a fin. Anyways, is this supposed to be... Oh. I have no idea then. If only I had played the game. Okay, yeah, I like this one the most so far. Did I open it? Did I open it? Yeah, this like a lot more in control of the colors, right? Because like the value setup is kind of similar, whereas like pretty dark and pretty bright, but a lot more in control of the red against blue setup. I cannot really fully commit into this blue for the shadow, because my mind keeps saying that it's not meant to be that blue. And I'll try to constantly tweak it and push it towards red. I think a few more color studies of stuff like this, I think I can hold the image a little bit better in my head. Then we can try to, then I can probably get more proficient and comfortable with this. Light grays. Because this piece started off with something that's also pretty blue too. Cannot commit. $2020. Oh. I don't know how we should draw this part. It's got that edge to it or something. Something here is. It's like a subtle green in the transition as well. It feels like a gradient map kind of vibe, but I can't work out how you would. How would the edges be set up? So how will you be painting this though? Maybe it's some kind of a blurring and then into gradient map, blurring for like that small tiny transition. The color itself though, the red feels very much like the overlay or some kind of effect over values first. Oh wait, what, entirely black and white and into gradient map? This one is interesting. I cannot work out how this is done in my head. Hello, the virus. Yeah, pretty goated, man. Very goated. God damn. I'm glad I'm so positive about art and I never get discouraged. God damn. Flowers. Very aesthetic. Oh, look at all the squares too. Like I've never in a million years come up with ideas like this if I haven't seen it before. Yeah, man. But yeah, we do it every single day. Sorry, thank you, Devay. Yeah, did I follow the artist just now? I forgot. I did, okay. But yeah, we're back here every single day, doing the same thing every single day. Oh my god. Oh, too big. Why is it so... Oh, it's not meant to be here. It's okay, I believe this will be fun one day. Right now, it's at least this stage is kind of neutral. I'm not really thinking too hard. But one day we'll have fun. Trying to gaslight myself into believing in the process. That's kind of what it takes, though, right? Sometimes you just gotta have to brainwash yourself into continuing. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this Kurt Von Gut person is. But what did he say about writing? I'm ready. I'm ready for wisdom, motivation, all the positive words. He hates writing. Dang. Fellow connoisseur of the creative process. I need the inner ear color actually. I need to make the color here right now. Maybe a bit more orange. Maybe a bit more orange. Where's my navigator? Never mind. Goo goo gaga. We had fun here in this stream. But the rendering is kind of making a little bit more sense, I think. Maybe it's just a general acceptance of the shapes that I decide to put in, rather than be too particular about what it is. But I guess that is still progress. What would be really goated is to put the shadow of the arm somewhere in here, but it would have to be distorted. Oh man. How much do I hate myself today? Not that much. Let me take this out first. This shape needs to be refound here, I think. I don't know what shape we want. Probably not this. It's an art inspiration. Yes, please, Duvet. Thank you. Must be pretty far back if it took you that long to scroll. Give me a second. Let me see. Let me be inspired. Oh my god, I was trying to open Discord. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Cannot copy the message link. What? Writing is just plain hard? Is that it? The ones forms the shorts. I see. Maybe I'll do a quick Google of the name right now. Let me see if I can find what you're talking about. But you know what they say about life being hard. You just have to be harder. Writers who love writing. Stand by. Writers who love writing. Yeah, I don't know if I can find the specific one they were looking for. They're not looking for, but they were talking about. It's all good, Duvet. The real Kurt Von Gut, if that's how you say his name. Are the friends we made along the way, right? The real wisdom are the friends we made along the way. Where did all my colors go? Got deleted. You can like see the transformation, I think, in my level of acceptance for all these noisy shapes and indeterminate nonsense. There's no way I can do any of this shit like 300 streams ago. Absolutely not, dude. Now I get to be able to sort of zoom out and just be like, color looks fine, I guess we're on the right track, you know. And then we can think about the shapes later on, you know. It's nice to be able to be a little bit more comfortable with just chaos, since the process of finding it, I think, is inherently a little bit chaotic. Not being able to accept it has been very, very detrimental, to say the least. You basically constantly kill off ideas before you even do anything with them. That being said, though, yeah, trusting the process. I think it is true trusting the process, I think, but it's quite a different trusting the process now, because like you knowing the process and having experienced it, then trusting it versus trusting it blindly, which is what people tends to be saying. Like the context where people use that phrase tends to be that sort of trusting blindly kind of vibe. I think it's quite different. But definitely, yeah, trust the process. I guess that's what the studies kind of help you do. Knowing the end goal, you can kind of play around with the process and then therefore learn to trust it. Raccoon session, I thought it was I mean, okay, how do I say this? To me, it's just kind of like a practice thing, right? Because I don't really know the people there, and I'm not part of the discussion by my own choice, by the way. No, I'm not saying people excluded me, but it's just interesting to me that people can. I mean, it's not that foreign of a concept that people can chat and have fun and do art together, but like at the same time, you know, it's kind of foreign to me. Most of my time is spent here by myself, you know. That was interesting, I think. I can see how it would be effective. That is true. I mean, that is true. That is true. Yeah, there's always people in the Discord doing that. What I do feel like, though, however, is always that, like, if you're kind of chatting and not 100% focused and thinking about everything, then the effectiveness of the session is definitely lower, right? But of course, like, you can't also always be like in control and always be thinking about all the art stuff and only think about that. It would be really dry. It would be really hard to continue and all that. I mean, it's the same kind of thing, I suppose. I don't know. It's just another practice session, I think, in my head. But it's nice to hear people laughing when they do art, though. Again, not that I haven't seen that before. But it is nice. Like, it's like a reminder that it doesn't have to be painful. And you can just lower your expectations and be a bit more in the moment. And enjoy... Well, enjoy. I don't know how I would do that, but yeah, like, enjoy the process. Yeah, it is a bit exposing, I think. Like, it's a bit vulnerable when you're like constantly, every single brushstroke is in front of someone else. Definitely in the beginning, I felt that. Like, you feel like, hey, every brushstroke needs to be justified. It needs to make sense, right? But then over time, it became this thing where I realized that even when things just don't make sense for the entire 3 hours, it still kind of made sense. In the sense that, like, you still get something out of it. You didn't finish it, but, like, you're like, oh, okay, you know, I learned something about it. I guess it wasn't wasted time, you know? And then at that point, I realized that it doesn't really matter then anymore. Because if people think that I'm just wasting time, like, going back and forth, it doesn't matter anymore. Because I got something out of it for myself. I think. Anyways, I'm not gonna... I see. Right, I remember I hear something about it. But being the host, I guess there's additional sort of pressure as well. Because you know that people look to you for not necessarily for guidance, right? But like if you're in a position where you're leading it, you are gonna be under scrutiny. More scrutiny than others. If it helps, most of the time I only had time to look at the reference. Like there was actually no time to really look at what you were doing specifically, even though it's on the same screen. That's because of the time constraint. Yeah, okay, the colors are kind of okay, but I don't know where I'm going with the shapes. Art. Isn't art fun, guys? Thank you. One day I'm gonna stop saying ironically. I hope? Wait, I say that and then immediately I don't believe in that anymore. I don't feel like that would be the case, but anyways. What do I do now? Let me go at... I've got some shapes, I suppose, in the light areas. I guess the light areas need to be a bit more detailed because I'm trying to keep the... I'm not trying to keep the shadows areas less detailed per se, but that seems to be what's happening with the other parts, so I guess that's what we're gonna do then. Yeah, yeah. I kind of forgot, honestly, like about some of the stuff that I felt in the past. But pretty much the only thing that kept me going in the beginning was just the fear and dread and all the self-loathing that happens if I don't. And I suppose to a large to some extent it's still the case now. It's still gonna be a little bit... Yeah. It's still a little bit painful coming in and then not knowing what to do and then just like wasting time for a while. What is this? What is this layer, dude? What the hell is this layer? What? Oh, it's the initial color tuning that I forgot to turn on before I start painting, but I don't think it did anything. What? Okay, anyway, it looks like a useless layer. That's whatever. But nice that art is not performative, right? Like performative arts, dancing, singing, musical instruments. Formative arts. Never again. No form over here at all. darker. Sure. It's the clothing on top it is. Okay, so not this side. Oh, it's just not painted properly. Right. Oh. Why are all my stuff so precise? A lot more precise than I thought. Yeah, I mean, you get compliments, you feel like people expect a lot out of you, and now you have to deliver. If you don't get compliments, now you're like, oh, everyone must think that I suck, you know? So... How nice. Isn't art fine, guys? Also, what is happening here? Is that the hair? How do I do this? Okay. What do I even want here? Ah. I'm missing a ribbon still. Dang it. It's fine. I'll have to put it in. Recipe lower expectations. Music stopped. What is it doing? YouTube? No, it's copyright. How about look good here? I need a clean shape still, don't I? The solids come in. I'm sure there's no hard and fast rule with that, but this looks kind of ugly. It lost something here in this process. Like, I think, like, showing your ideas and getting feedback is pretty important. To, at least for me, I don't like loopholes. I don't like any sort of plot holes or, like, very clear ideas that I would have missed. Like, why the characters did not just do this, you know, like. So if it's for me, I would definitely want to, like, share the idea with someone at least. Oh, actually, that's interesting. I wonder how it works. You see, that's what I thought, right? Because it's kind of interesting. My main concern with not sharing with people is not because that it would necessarily burn me out or make me feel like it's cringe or something, but rather that it would uh deny the viewers and readers the possibility, like the joy of discovering it in the correct sequence that I would like to present it. That's the only main concern, because I feel like the creation isn't meant to make people happy, isn't meant to let other people enjoy, but rather to document and tell a story that I want to tell in a way that would satisfy myself, with myself as the only criteria here. So to me, it's if other people think it's shit, I think that's great. I think that's fine. I would like to know why they think it's shit, and then I can try to see if that makes a difference to me, if I should account for that. But it wouldn't necessarily make me feel burned out just because other people constantly say that it's bad. Like, I think that even this art here, like people come in and say that it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. It would not feel good. I am not gonna say that it's gonna feel good, right? Like, but like in that moment, I'll probably think that it looks worse than what it really is. And then a couple of days later, I come back. I think I'll just see it for what it is again, and I'll be like, oh, okay, I still kind of like this. I still kind of like that. I guess I'm just different from what other people likes, you know. And then that would be the end of that. Like, I wouldn't necessarily feel like it's too bad. Yeah, I think it's the goal of what you're doing it for, right? Because my only sort of like the only person that I feel like can judge that would really affect me and make me want to jump off a building if they hate my art would be Ria herself. I think. Yeah. Subtitle has no chill, man. If I don't stop, it doesn't stop. And then like when it hits the limit, it just kind of jumps to the next thing. No chill at all. I wonder if that happens pretty often or not. But I guess like you know right now like I'm just keep talking and stuff like that. It's probably just gonna keep going. Oh my god. Dang, dude. I'm looking at the delayed stream on the YouTube studio. It's kind of funny. I say something and 10 seconds later it just spams the chat in the bottom of the screen. Oh my god. I think life inherently doesn't have any meaning at all. Gotta find something that you like to do and want to do and be comfortable with doing it and other people judging you for it. And then that's the end of that. Hmm. It's nice that the world is so big and interconnected because you might get a lot of hate for this and that, but then you'll also probably have someone who gets exactly what you're talking about or feeling and so on and so forth. maybe it's not necessarily that great of idea to only limit your sort of feedback or like sort of exposure to people that agree with you and only agree with you, but sometimes it helps to think that there are, regardless of what people around you think right now, you can be somewhat sure that someone out there is kind of similar in a similar boat, I suppose. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Got automata for that? Count as loot? Oh, okay, yeah. The virus. You got automata big time. I don't even see it on the YouTube Studio side. Censored. Meaning of life. Yum yum yum. You know what? Next time I go in VR chat, I'm gonna ask why people bother waking up in the morning. Honestly, never mind dreams and never mind hopes. Just why do you wake up in the morning and go about doing what you do? Is there something you look forward to? Is it just a routine? I think I'm gonna send a whole bunch of people into existential crisis. Uh, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Next time in VR chat. Wait, oh, the music ended. Oh, that bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the virus. It's no problem for me, I guess. But I guess you would like to be here, that's for sure. That's right. This isn't about what I think here. My god. I don't know, like, I'm not really going anywhere anymore. Like, I don't really feel the thing anymore. I guess we're kind of at the limit. I think logically I can kind of get a feel for what I should be doing, which is to try to add some variation within this area here, but it's also such a small area. Kind of hard to work with, I think. Yeah, why do people go about the way, like, what life at all? So much pain in the ass, honestly. Yeah. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Alright, but I see. I was wondering if VR chat would be inherently very biased based on the demographic that plays the game, you know, like the answers that I get. Because I wonder how many percentage, like, what's the percentage of people that will answer family, you know, like, either if they have their own kids or a spouse or a relationship. I wonder, because that is what, how did, that is supposed to be the, not necessarily correct answer, right? But that's what's supposed to be fulfilling in life. Forming relationships, close relationships, this and that. You know, like what this shape, by the way, I'm jumping back and forth. This shape really reminds me of how Ask drew that one piece in the, like, the FGO characters dancing. Is this the my study part? Where is the original? Like this one here. I'm actually all the ships here. Maybe I need a secondary color on the shadow side or something, so it can be. But this lighting setup really doesn't allow for it, I feel like. But yeah. Yeah, nah. Everything is just color will work though. Also, what is this shape here actually? Maybe it should be, because the arm is clearly catching light, right? So be more like that. Those are all in the back. And most of this comes over this side. Why would this be completely dark, right? Maybe this should catch some light here. Oh shit, don't erase. It's too broken up now. I feel like there's way too many shapes here. Nothing looks particularly good or bad. It just kind of is. Should be enough, I suppose, but... Oh, right. Secondary light source should be some kind of reflected light, perhaps? But there's nothing to reflect to that, though. Maybe like here, over here, but this is inherently bulging out of, away from the rest of the bundle, right? Facing away from it. Maybe I can do this. Doesn't need to make sense, I guess. It's a little bit more visual interest without necessarily any logic in it. Thanks for all the likes, by the way. I think it's kind of interesting that most of the time the people that like my tweets are the same few people. It's not a complaint by any chance, by any stretch. Dang, night shift. Compare colors on my phone. I have night shift on. Oh, night mode on. I see. Everything is yellowish. Does it do that? You guys use your phones a lot at home? The moment I reach home, like my phone is just a brick. At work, it's mostly just a Twitter browser or like a Reddit browser. I mean, actually, the entire phone's existence is pretty much just that, honestly. I never pick up any calls because they're always spam. I like the ones that claim that they're from a bank, because I do not have the bank. I have an account at that bank, but they're telling me that, hey, you have an account at this bank. I was like, okay, great, yeah. What else is really good? Parking fines is pretty good. Shipping scams also pretty good. I don't buy anything. Congrats. Thank you. I have like 0 activities, and therefore like anytime I see something about that, I know for a fact that it's not me. Bang these. Dang, imagine having people that call you on your phone. Cannot imagine. Unbelievable. What a different life that must be. Yeah, this is really awkward. This cut here. I feel like I would like it to just continue through, perhaps, and then maybe delete this part. You what? Usually use it for YouTube, I see. Got it? Oh, got it. Yeah, I've been also thinking about the years a bit more recently. I need her years to be capable of going up and down. Like the droopy years for like border collies. I was trying to figure out how the physics of the like how the base of the years work, so that you can enable that. And then there's like very elite. Maybe not that elite. If you're like a pet owner, you probably know about this. But like apparently on the years of predators, like at least these mammals, they have this pocket here. And nobody knows what the purpose of it is for. Yeah, but like it's not only for cats, but only also for some dogs and stuff. It kind of just looks like that. I didn't know about this until like I saw, because I never owned like an animal. Other than some goldfish, I suppose. But like some furry account was saying how like, you know, if you're a true furry, you'll be drawing this in your character's years. I'm like, yeah, okay, great. What is this thing? Oh, is it not in every dog's breed? Every dog breed year? Wait, what? Anyways. Interesting. Yeah, it has like a proper name. The proper name is like what's it called? Cutaneous marginal pouch. Dang, I wonder how deep it is. Can you put a coin in there? Can you keep like a coin there? Oh wow. I don't feel like cleaning. How do you even clean this up? Pretty shallow, I see. I've always known, like, okay, so I'm not very good with funny smells. I don't really like funny smells. It bothers me a lot if there's a funny smell. So that's one of the big reasons why I did, well, to be honest, at that point in time, I wasn't considering this point. But one of the things that would, you know, the counter argument for keeping a pet, other than all the responsibility and all the extra work and all that, and the cost, would be potentially weird smells. I wonder how bad it is in actuality, you know, like funny smell, yeah. Because, like, okay, so do you wipe your dog's ass after every time? You're not supposed to, right? Because I believe there's like a gland there that creates scent and this and that. And if you agitate it too much, it's also not too good. But if you don't wipe it and they sit around everywhere, does it get like shit everywhere? I feel like these are all very basic questions. But nonetheless. Hello, Rez. We're talking about wiping dogs' asses. Trying to figure out how smelly it is to have a pet. Going off the dog that stuff. What do you mean? This is the best topic. There's nowhere else to go. This is peak. This here is as high as you ever go. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because you're not supposed to wash them too often. It's not like they take a bath every day. They kind of go out and do whatever the hell they want. Did YouTube block you? Yes, I think so. I didn't see any other messages, so... Dead alive. Dead, dance. What am I drawing, bro? I don't know what I'm drawing, bro. What is this? It blocked you again? Oh, dang, dude. Okay. Of course. Let me How do I present this actually? Let's do it this way. I was kind of done with drawing today. I still have to hop up earlier these days, which actually is right now. But anyways, not too important. I can't show the entire thing in all its full res, I think. Fortunately. Oh, is that right? So no, like, so A is lighter, B is darker, right? Top is A, bottom is B. I think for me B for sure. I think B because it's light, it's darker. The atmosphere, the flames is a bit more apparent, like the blue tint, that blue glow from the bottom. Although I would try to make it even stronger, but then again, yeah, the bottom one's blue is a bit more vibrant, it's a bit deeper, a bit more saturated. I feel like it's got more mood to it just because of that. The top view's faded otherwise. Oh, my stupid PNG thing is kind of blocking. I'm just gonna kill it. Too lazy to move both things. Let's go move it. Got flash for a second there. Yeah. This thing is interesting, by the way. This background image I moved off my computer is in my it's in my hard disk, which is connected to the computer, but sometimes it doesn't get recognized. So whether if there's a spec wallpaper or not, it depends on that. And the thumbnail view, oh, is that right? I don't. I still like the bottom more. I still like the bottom more. I mean, people are, I'm assuming, are not gonna view at the thumbnail level anyways, right? If you like the zoomed in one, I guess that makes more sense. That's the final. I would like it like this personally, I think. Even more glowy. Because the darker means that I can make the brighter instead of a higher, stronger contrast. The fire and the theming makes it feel like it should be a little bit more intense. So I personally would bias it this way, but oh yeah, like a like a blue and red contrast setup. And then I'm just gonna shift this into red. Kind of blown out, but okay, this is a bit too much. I think definitely blue takes center stage. Oh wow! Ooh. Is that one of those fade transition thingies where it just gets more and more and more blue everywhere? And it gets really strong. This is maybe too much. Yeah, the eyes kind of glow a bit. Yeah, I wonder. Anyways. This is too much. Sorry, I'm just playing around with your stuff now. Are you overlay? I was using Glow Dodge. Let me get rid of the reference here. It's not doing any favors. But it was Glow Dodge here. Glow Dodge with some blue with a gradient. So this is the gradient tool. So have it be evenly applied. I was just lazy. I don't want to use the airbrush. But maybe it would be better to be a bit more pinpoint with some of the stuff here on the flames on the shoulders and stuff like that. Is this too dark? Oh, it's probably too dark. Yeah, like eye glow and fire glow. And then background can stay as is. Yeah, I can feel it. Glow dodge, just color dodge? Oh, Color dodge just makes the color a little bit more strong, which might be better actually. But I mean, like, the only difference is you just have to desaturate the colors a bit more manually. So I think, like, in general, not too much difference. I feel like surely there's a better, like, there is a more distinct difference, because otherwise, why would there be two? But otherwise, I can't feel the fire burning in my face because it's so bright. Is this like pure white? It's not even a pure white yet. Oh, dang, dude. But maybe it's not a good idea to go so high, like so set. I wonder. I'm very curious. It's gone. This is definitely too much. Yeah, no, this is probably better. I still want to see the shapes that you painted in. I think would be better than... This one feels more green, actually. Or maybe it's because I keep playing around the blue layers. It feels very green. Does it work here? I mean, I'm sure it does. It's just it doesn't have the black, like the darker colors to play off of, I think, as well. I wonder what the lighter version would be suitable for. Maybe there's like some other kind of play here. Yeah, no problem, Uni. I'm lagging. Oh my god, I'm lagging so hard. Inversion play. It's probably too much. Back to this. It's my adjustment layer. Yeah, I don't have anything here. I don't have enough shapes to play off of, I don't think. Not enough definition here and there. Mine is also not dark enough, honestly. This is meant to be darker than this, I'm sure. Can I get a... this? No. No, not this. How do I make it darker again? Right here. But this has a habit of making it more saturated, if I remember correctly. Oh, but I don't want to make the background darker. And I don't want it to be saturated. Dang, so many demands. But I only want this. Okay, it's kind of hard to adjust everything just the way I want it. I want the shadows to be darker and be less saturated, but nothing touches the light part. But because a lot of the shapes are painted in paint over layers, it's not easy to just grab it out at this point. That's why you call it GG. And you go that. It's like some kind of a glow thing that I forgot to set correctly. Yeah, it's probably some kind of glow. Yeah, it just makes it too dirty, I think, to do this. Does it do anything? Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Not enough conviction behind the piece, so it's kind of jank. Maybe a general gradient would be nice. It needs to be dark, but not that dark. This is overlay. Oh, I see. Maybe multiply would be better. Hello, George. I'm pretty sure every single one of you is more excited than I am for this piece. And you guys can appreciate it for what it is, but I see nothing behind it. And therefore it's just... I wouldn't want to say pointless, right? But it is close. Other than being a practice piece, it really doesn't have a lot of other thing going for me. Rendering, huh? Thank you, Uni. You wake up in time for the end, George, but you're welcome nonetheless. The main thing, I think the main takeaway for this is just that the skirt, like, I realized that the skirt... What did I realize? I'm just like drunk or something. I kind of like the markers that kind of go along the edges in this way, where you purposefully leave some gaps or have some overlaps. So it's either leaving a gap where it's like the brighter color, or you have some overlap where it's the darker color, and it kind of shows that sort of, you know, those stripes. And then other than that, here is just some kind of like mess of shapes. But then I realized that if you're comfortable with having a huge mess of shapes, you can kind of just have that first. And I realized I can sometimes find something I like in there, which is very, 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 very new idea and concept for me. But other than that, I don't know what's going on here too much. I don't know what's going on with the belly. This part here, I liked it when it's more messy, because like, I guess this is probably, I think, no, wait, hang on, let me think. I like it because it's messy, because there's more colors, and more importantly, it sort of implies that there is more detail. Whereas this one, you grouped everything together. Well, I grouped everything together. And it's just one big shape, and like much fewer colors. So it feels a lot simpler and less rendered. But if I made it really small, yeah, but it's up to me to find the balance between hard and soft edges. It's fine. I mean, it's practice. It is what it is. This hair came out okay. I think it's like, I was kind of worried about this line. Actually, it is still a problem. This is not done yet. But I cannot have this very, very obvious hairline here. I need to have it be gone. What layer am I on? Let's just knock everything down first. Where's my skirt? Same layer, huh? I got too lazy here. Yeah, bald. The eyes also don't really fit right now. I feel like the eyes colors are a little bit too flat. There's no sort of orange. Actually, what lighting is this? I guess white lighting. Where's my eye set? Oh, here. Doko? Wait, what? Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, this is maybe slightly better. The Wi-Fi is also too bright. But everything's together. Lock it, brush it. That's my brush. Oh my god, it's huge. Push it down a little bit. Face, skin. Here. Maybe this. Ma, そういうもんか。そういうもん。Yeah, anyways, I'll try to continue to refine this tomorrow, I think. I need to learn to find the hard edges in here. How to refine it. I don't know how to do it yet. I can't imagine what it would end up looking like. But yeah, like I think so far the biggest takeaway is just that not needing to know necessarily what is happening at all. Like well, you need to have some idea of like the big shapes, I think. But then afterwards, like this brushstroke thing was kind of a spur of the moment thing, and it kind of worked out. Some of the shapes here is just kind of like randomly putting in like tension point here, sure, just do some lines first. And then maybe like there's like some lines going out because of like the folds of the skirt that naturally that it has, right? And even right now, it's still very rough. But then as a result of just like some simple ideas here and there, they kind of come together a little bit better. And then like now I can see some shapes. And then hopefully we can continue just finding stuff on the canvas, not having to think about it too hard. But yeah, anyways. Thank you guys for coming. I'll hop up here. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Goodbye.